Up. And away they go. The rest bar Walaya Silver Bowl to a fast dispatch and racing immediately out in front. Royal Explorer in his usual self exploded to the lead there from Showa. Pierre Gunters kept along the rails. Then on the outside is a Great Light travelling along together with La Familia. Then on together with Tilsworth Freddy. In the inside of run is Da Vinci travelling a bit deep at this stage. Mr. Hopkins has kept off the pace. And at the tail end of the field there is Murdoch has to get past the 1400 metres in a very steady stream. And Royal Explorer is the race leader. He's just got about 3 1/4 along the inside from Showa. Pierre Gunters threading his way along the rails. Right on the outside is a Great Light travelling 3 deep. Then along the inside is Mr. Hopkins inching forward. Tilsworth Freddy is racing at the pace together with La Familia. And at the tail end is Murdoch. Together with him there's Da Vinci as they go on a gradual uphill climb passing the 1,000 metres. Royal Explorer still maintaining that steady pace. Then together with Showa and Pierre Gunters along the rails. Mr. Hopkins is stuck along the rails. Great Light makes his move at the point of the race. Da Vinci still travelling very deep in the rear division along with runners. And then down the inside is La Familia, Tilsworth Freddy and Murdoch. They come downhill towards the 600 metres. Royal Explorer trying to take it all the way. They're from Showa, who's now coming on for his effort. And Pierre Gunters. And they head for home. The Rasbar Walaya Silver Bowl. And Royal Explorer is still out in front trying to get his way up. Right together with him now coming along together with him along the inside. Now there is also Showa in which that division. Mr. Hopkins is opening up, and then comes the Great Light on the outside. Royal Explorer, and here comes the grey. Mr. Hopkins racing to the lead along the inside from Royal Explorer. 100 metres to go. Mr. Hopkins proved, man, I'm the boss, and he wins it. The Rasbar Walaya Silver Bowl for Shane Ali Shafek, winning it brilliantly. Second, Royal Explorer. Third could have been close between the Great Light or Murdoch. Then for the back of the field, there was Da Vinci along together with runners. There was Tilsworth Freddy, La Familia, and at the tail end, there was Pierre Gunters. Mr. Hopkins. He showed that he's what he is all about. I'm the boss. He went past Royal Explorer and Mr. Hopkins. Trained by Shane Ellis, ridden by Shafiq, winning it from Royal Explorer. Close go for the minor spots between Murdoch also flew home late with Great Light was on the outside. Well, Mr. Hopkins, just too good. So he makes it now 4 in a row. Mr. Hopkins proves over the 1800 metres. Shane Ellis runner ridden by Shafiq, who in fact was ridden a very patient race. He kept off the pace. And Royal Explorer, who was trying to lead all the way. There from one on the outside, there was Showa. Pierre Gunters along the rails. He failed the trip here today. Couldn't match the pace of this runners and the Great Light. So Mr. Hopkins shows he's the boss here today among all the few last start winners. And very patiently ridden by our Shafiq as Royal Explorer, Mr. Showa, in fact, there with Pierre Gunters along the rails. Mr. Hopkins slightly off the pace at this point of the race with Da Vinci travelling deep, the Great Light. As they headed for home, Mr. Hopkins came right after Royal Explorer, and he just took over the running, and there was no stopping him. Mr. Hopkins, just too good. There's a 6-year-old grey New Zealand gelding by Master Craftsman. Just obliging very well here today.